Welcome to Sailing KYAN II. We're Sandra and Shane, and our adventures living aboard and sailing our newly refitted 42-foot Morgantown Island ketch from Baltimore to the Bahamas every fall and winter. Join us weekly as we travel the ICW, see new sights and experience cruising life within the natural and man-made wonders of the Atlantic East Coast.
In our last episode, we caught a crab pot in Norfolk, Virginia. The great team at Atlantic Yacht Basin had us fixed up and on the way in 3 days. It was an expensive repair, but the service was fantastic. While we're in Portsmouth, we went to visit Mile Zero Marine to pick up a Victron DC-to-DC charger. Very nice store, and they have lots of inventory.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm installing the new Victron DC-to-DC charger. So if you look at the brains, this is the work of a mad scientist. So here we used to have an MPPT Renogy DC-to-DC charger, which would give us 25 amps on the engine and take the other 25 from solar. It fried last week, so we bought this Victron, which is going to give us 50 amps of up to a maximum of 50 off our alternator. Now our alternator is only 70 amps, so we have a Bluetooth remote for this. We'll dial it down a little bit. In the meantime, since we're on the hard here in Atlantic Yacht Basin, I'm just jury-rigging this. I've installed this and I'm just jury-rigging some wires. So we won't be able to test it until we're back in the water and the engine's running, but it should give us 50 amps an hour for our supply, so we don't have to worry about running out of house power for induction cooking on 3 or 4 cloudy days in a row. We learned our lesson about crab pots and having to untangle lines. Even though we have a snorkel and fins, we didn't have a wetsuit, so we decided to head up to Chesapeake and go to the dive shop and see if we could find a wetsuit to fit. Although they didn't have a suit to fit me, Chesapeake Bay divers connected me with a local diver, and we got set up with a wetsuit in about 2 hours. Well, good morning, everybody. We are off to go shopping. We have our car, which is our little cart, and we're going to take a walk over to somewhere, the shopping mall or Kroger's, and get some groceries, get some water for the water maker because we can't use the tank. Unless it empties.
And stock up on Twaka.
And stock up on Twaka, and I guess some wine. Come on, slowpokes.
Quick, quick! Oh. Look, do you see it? Isn't that cool?
Now, if you get caught on the stairs, you got to hang on. Woo! Traveling the ICW requires a little bit of skill, a little bit of radio work, and a little bit of timing. Morning, everybody. It is Thursday, November 7th. And we are crossing Algoma Sound. As you can see, it's a pretty bleak day. There's not a whole lot of traffic. Well, it's not a whole lot of anything except there's no waves. And so far, we haven't seen any crab pots. So that's a good sign. We're keeping very sensitive about tying stuff up in our prop, as that was a $3,500 mistake. But hey, that's sailing.
Still the one you're going to catch up with these other vessels? We're trying to. We're about maxed out. 10-4.
Alligator River Bridge. Alligator River Bridge.
I smell pot. Pot River Bridge.
Got through Alligator River Bridge. Other sailors.
Happy Friday, everybody. It is, I think it's November the 8th. We are heading down the Pungo River. We are in a no-cell zone. We have SOS signal on our cell phone, so we're off the grid. And our inverter is now acting up, so we were unable to make our coffee. So just a little grumpy this morning. And we're on our way to Belhaven, North Carolina, and where we're going to anchor in, and we're expecting 25, gusting 35 knots northeast winds right through to Sunday. So, and cold temperatures. So it's going to be one of those weekends where we're going to have to hunker down, anchor in, try to fix the inverter. I think it's a bad connection somewhere. We're getting alarms off everything except TV and Starlink. But anyway, we shut all that down for safety, and that's it. Well, welcome to beautiful Belhaven, North Carolina, home of my two favorite businesses, the Ace Hardware and the Mad Batter Bakery.
A little windy.
A little windy. Here you go, Wendy. Welcome to Belhaven. How patriotic. You're right with the flag as a background drop. That's right. There you go. Dinghy's over there. Bit of a fun ride. A little sporty in the dinghy this morning. I'm glad with the motor worked. I wouldn't want to have to row back. And welcome to town. There's the brewery. Hardware stores up here. Let's go this way.
If you're hungry on a Saturday morning, try the Gingerbread Bakery and O'Neill's Snack Bar. They serve up a really good meal. It's a la carte, the people are friendly, and the ambiance is Belhaven.
We just finished breakfast at the Gingerbread. Now we're going to continue that with a little bit of cheesecake at the Mad Batter Cafe. Waddling back to the boat, we just had a really cool breakfast at the Gingerbread, and then we top it off with a cannoli and something else at the Mad Batter Cafe. Morning. And now we're heading to, I think it's called the wine store, the wine, what's it called? Wine book?
Wine shop.
Wine shop.
I think.
And then to Ace Hardware. So we're going to go pick up the MPPT controller that we ordered last week when we were up in Great Bridge. We're in Belhaven, North Carolina. We're going to stay here till Monday, and then we're heading up to Washington, North Carolina. That's about 6 hours away, and we're going to sit on the free dock for a couple of days. We just called them, made a reservation. It's 2 days free, and then 80 cents a foot. That's about the best deal we've ever seen. So we'll stay there for a few days, probably get some more stuff shipped to us, and start making our way down to Beaufort, to the town dock near Beaufort, North Carolina. And another new addition to Belhaven will be my butcher company, opening in whenever they break ground. Coming soon, it says. So there's another stop for you sailors. You'll be able to pick up your meat and grill supplies. Backroom Wine Shop. We haven't been in here before, so let's give it a try.
We have popcorn and pretzels that are really popular, so we have it all.
Oh, this is a fantastic store.
Thank you.
Really cool. So wine in the front and clothes in the back.
Yes, sir.
That's a really nice combination. Maybe we should stop for a beer at the brewery.
Didn't we?
No.
Here once?
No, 'cause they weren't open or something when we were here.
Yeah, it was probably a Monday or a Tuesday, because I know in my comment from last year, my review from when we were here, I put most places weren't open Mondays and Tuesdays.
Right. It's called the Steakhouse. It's a great name for a store. Okay, and this is it.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
It is about 4:30 on Saturday afternoon. We're having our sundowners, and the sun is going down, and it is cold. We just went outside to bring the laundry back in, and that's getting down to about 55 degrees, and the winds are blowing out of the east. Pretty cold. It was a pretty choppy night last night, and it's going to go down to something like 49 or 48 degrees tonight. So it's about 70 degrees right now in our solarium, and our nice canvas work keeps us nice and warm. As soon as that sun goes out, then temperatures are going to drop and we'll go down below and get some warmth. But we've had a great trip so far, despite the prop shaft, despite the MPPT controller burning out. We put a new Victron controller on. It's doing a fantastic job. I've been dealing with Renogy for almost 4 years, and I'm almost convinced that it's time to switch to Victron. So those of you who know me, you'll probably laugh and say, yeah, we told you so, which is fine. I don't mind that. You can tell us so, but every time something burns out, we'll replace it with Victron. We're not going to go crazy and spend money that we don't have to. So our plan is we're heading up to Washington, North Carolina on Monday, and we're going to go to the free dock. Washington, North Carolina is kind of an out-of-the-way place, but it's still pretty busy, but the free docks are reasonable. 2 nights first are free, then 80 cents a foot. So that's not bad for us. And what are you doing, Admiral? Spill something?
Yeah.
Oh, she spilled her drink. She killed a fly, and this is called karma for killing a fly. All that happening while we were talking to you on camera. Sorry about sun in your eye there. So tomorrow's Sunday. We will see what the weather brings and produce this video. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, there's nothing nicer than a Sunday morning breakfast in Belhaven that doesn't cost $40. Look at that. Good. I thought you were offering me your breakfast.